Hello everyone, welcome to ECTGers, and today we're having a look at another really cool design on the workshop from TRAV yet again. This one is called the C-1516 Themis, or yeah, it should be Themis, or Themis. Either way, this is a really cool design on the workshop, and his stuff keeps popping up on the front page. I've had a look at quite a few of his creations fairly recently, and it's really cool. It's got 3 large hydrogen thrusters on the back and a few fairly large atmo thrusters, which you can enable or disable on the console at the front. It has quite a few rocket launchers. That's 4 on the front there, and 2 Gatling turrets, 3 Gatling turrets. It's a very cool design. And 1 missile turret, of course, on the top as well. A jump drive, and it's just a very well-rounded ship. He has got rotors on it, which could randomly explode, but considering Space Engineers being a lot more stable at the moment, it should be alright. The multiplayer tests are over, and the update is out, so it's really cool to see everyone playing. The dedicated servers are being absolutely amazing at the moment. So if you haven't got Space Engineers, now is a great time to get it. Multiplayer is at its best, and you can have about 32 players fairly stably on a server. There's a few issues with a lot of the hosting companies at the moment because they're still trying to fix a few things, but overall it's been very stable with up to 32 players. So check that out. If we head round this way, there'll be an entrance over here. Very cool airlock system and spectator cam now, so when that door opens, it'll turn off this door until that one's closed, and then it'll turn off that one and open this one automatically. I'll show you that in a minute. Then inside we're greeted by a medical bay with a few cryo chambers. Very, very cool. We've got a few little things that's probably supposed to be a bed of some sort. Then if we head down here, we have myself in the bridge with a few little scripts running, which appear to be working pretty well, which is nice. You'll have to enable experimental mode if you want that to be a thing, but I have. So, a very cool ship indeed. Let's fly down to this little planet we've got. We can enable our ion engines as we get closer, fire off our rockets. It's got a script running for those as well, so it'll only fire one at a time. Very cool. Space Engineers is very cool. I think if those hydrogen engines run out or something, I guess I can turn off our ions at this point. Oh. The ship turned off. Okay. Don't know why. Maybe the timer bot shuts down the ship as well after the landing gear out or something like that. It shouldn't, but whatever. Space Engineers being Space Engineers. Multiplayer's fixed, but a few other things still need to be. Slows down vertically fairly well, so we'll just stop it over here. The ions are off, so there we go. Landing gear down. And that should be locked. If I shut down the ship, it's a bit bumpy, but it's down. One problem with shutting down your ship is the doors go off. Turn that back on. Here's the airlock system, so I come out here, this door's off, closes, and then that door opens, so you don't lose any oxygen if airtightness is enabled, which it can be if you want it to be. And there we go, we have landed on a planet. So let's have a look at our little landing gear, quite similar to Millennium Falcon landing gear on quite a few of those designs. Okay, so he's got a rotor with a piston on it, going onto a small grid, that goes down to 2 more pistons that goes down to landing gear. About a year ago, that would have been basically someone trying to crash the game because he was fed up. And he has 4 sets of them. Alright then. We see another missile turret underneath here, so it's very well armed. It's an exploration ship, so I guess it kind of needs to be with all the pirates around. Especially if you enable the corruption mod, also a very cool thing on the workshop, which currently isn't working because the update fixed it, broke it. But anyway, it's a very cool design. It has a few little bits and pieces left that I can show you. There's one last one that I'll show you in a minute. So remember, I'm not touching any of this, automatically doing that, which is pretty cool. Let's have a look. We have our main camera for the missiles. So that's cool. Again, ship's a bit wobbly. Then we have our gyros on and off. We have our lights and things, antenna, beacon. And then we have our decoys, which is quite helpful, and parachutes apparently. We can test those. So there we go, we are up, and let's see if these parachutes are particularly good. And which direction they're facing. It might be, yes, they go that way. So they can slow you down quickly if you're in a fast approach. That's pretty cool. Still a bit of an odd animation, but it works. And then we can bring it down. And deploy them again. And bounce off our landing gear. Pretty cool. And the last feature of this ship is the Self-Destruct. Pretty effective. Everything disappears except for, well, me. And a few little bits and pieces. That's actually a very cool, very well spaced self-destruct system. So thank you everyone for watching. This is a very cool design. I'll link it in the description below with a few other mods that I've mentioned. And I'll be doing a bit more content like this. So thanks for watching. Discord link will be in the description below, as well as this workshop link. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.